Yes, family, so upright and upright. Turn it up, you know what I mean? Hold on there. What me there. All right, yeah, family. So we have special guests in the house tonight, you know what I mean? And we are gonna turn it up loud, 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 loud. Because you know them say knowledge is power. So we are gonna give the power to the people, you know what I mean? Meaning give the power to the families, them, you know what I mean? So family, member, inbox me, get my number, and we pull together. You know what I mean, family? Cause in at the end of everything, are we going to be suffering? You know what I mean? When leaders make mistake, yeah, and when they do make mistake, we gonna suffer the mistake. You know what I mean? When them a kill off people out there, we going to make the mistake. Are we gonna face the mistake? So family, hear me. Inbox me, get my number, and we pull together. You understand me, family? So tonight now, we're gonna have a family coming in tonight, and is a high chief, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, he's a high chief, and he teach me a lot of things, you know what I mean? Like things what things what family is just so the things and what him teach me is just so good family, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's why you see I bring families and live to uplift me so me can uplift you, you know what I mean, family? So remember for calling, as you see the number right there running across below, you know what I mean, going down this way right there, yeah. So I'm going to try to send him the link, and when I send him the link, it's like you can pop on same way, you know what I mean? For yeah, he gonna pop on, and next after now we just gather family from all over the world, you know what I mean? Family, yeah, man, for real, man. Upright and upright in a family, and our eyes are open. We need to start open our minds too, yeah. All right, family. So what me I gonna do here now? I gonna share the link to him. As you see how the thing set, I'm gonna share the link to him. Or when me share the link to him now, he gonna pop on, and we going to take it to the next level. You know what I mean, family? Yeah, man, for real, man. All right, so what then call it? Yeah, so what may I do? May I give you an intro of Chief Courtney, yeah, and make you know who who Chief Courtney is, yeah. So when him come on, it's like you will know what go on, yeah. All right, love your family.
Created the heavens and the earth, I was. When the earth and everything in it passes away, I will be. I hold the universe together from the smallest atom to the greatest galaxy. It all is in my hands. The sun is hidden in my shadow. I have set the earth on its foundations, and I rest my feet upon it. I stir the waters of the oceans with my fingers and shake the mountains with my breath. I am entirely holy and completely other. There are none before me and none like me who can question what I have done or what I will do. My king.
I'm a psychologist, psychotherapist, sound therapist. I that me deal with you people who have mental problem and bring them back. I get even kick out a care home because them say me them gonna lose funding because me I get people better. At time to come together and build back the communities. We cannot stand individually. We have to stand together.
Everything about science is been a lie. What sponsored the research controlled science. In the 1900s, they said to you, tobacco, the best thing about tobacco, it enhances your sex drive, it makes you cool. There was a big campaign. Deep down, the tobacco company knows that tobacco causes cancer. Yeah, but they pay the scientists to say that tobacco doesn't cause cancer.
Family, we live in a world. If you say some family for rich and some family for poor, understand that family. That is 100 billion. How much number you can think of is wrong. Wrong. You understand?
Like a river, if we move together, that we live by love.
What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to wear them. So.
You were born ready. But what you have to do is to remember that. You're not going to become anything that you're not. You're going to become more of what you are. You, the self, the soul, is the knower. Your personality, your psychology is the thinker. Your subconscious body, brain is the doer.
Before man, which is flesh and blood, creation was there. The earth was there. The moon, the star, the sea was there. Water was there. So you have to live in divinity like those. Don't match the next person who having big this and in big that. The earth here is your bed. And just humble yourself and satisfy. Don't want to create and covet the person who you see have mansion and believe say you must have mansion. Humble yourself.
Yes, family. So you don't know the thing set already. You never know who gonna pop in, come in on the live. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're supposed to have family chief corner come in tonight, and uplift our inner light. You know what I mean? Because one team, one dream. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, for real, man. All right. So I'm just set up CMA. Wait there. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Family Chief Courtney is in the building, family. What may I say? The thing hot, 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 hot. Yes, Chief Courtney.
Much respect to you, my brother.
Yeah, man, for real, man. You don't know, say, that keep us alive, manners and all of these things, you know what I mean? And make we can see like a clear light, you know what I mean, for help our brothers and sister who lost out there, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, for real, man. So more for you welcoming yourself and the what you are about and things like those. You know what I mean? So make family know you and thing. So first, you is like a chief, yeah. All right, you can update me, the chief of what and what you do and thing like those.
Well, for all who don't know already, what they call me Chief Courtney. I'm the chief of the Maroon Sovereign International Community, which we're based actually in England, but we expand worldwide. And my purpose is actually to organize and centralize ourselves, myself, our people, in unifying ourselves so we can escape Babylonian slavery.
Yeah, so that is like, oh, they might try to control us. You see, your massive family, because we have a free mind, you know what I mean? And having our free mind, Chief Courtney want us to use our free mind, you know what I mean? So when him say mental slavery or enslavement is just like we all are unique, and Chief Courtney always teach me how to look on someone. And how you teach me again how we should look on our brothers and sister, Chief Courtney.
Well, basically, we all should look at each other's eye level. No man is greater than a man. We're all born, yeah, through a woman, and we all will go back, the body itself will go back into the earth. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
So we all have the same journey, yeah, through life, but probably different purpose of life. Yeah, because we're all born with a soul purpose. But it's our job to actually find our soul purpose by elevating our vibration into higher consciousness, to know oneself and why we're here.
Yeah.
Well, as the great Marcus Garvey once said, yeah, we have to unify ourselves and be independent as a nation so we can stand independent and bring back all that we have lost through the Western system. But I realized that because we grew up in the Western system, or most of us born in the Western system, I think there's no other system from the Western system. So they will think that whatever Marcus Garvey was saying is impossible. Yeah? So one of my purpose is to show them that the Western system is not the only system we can live by. Because we have our rules, and we have rules, and we have laws. We have legalese, and we have common law, natural law. Common law is actually God law. And that's what really, it's higher than statute law, where statute is not law, statute is actually rules. It was made up by the government. So once we can bring ourselves back to a common law based, a martial law based, and we can live amongst ourselves in unity, yeah, without being.
So
without
the law,
being,
I don't
sorry,
really, I don't really cut you, but stick up in, yeah. It's like, so the laws, what the governments them is working by. What kind of law is that?
That's maritime law. That's legalese.
Legalese.
Yeah, maritime law.
Okay, so that, what you would call that law, if it's rightfully or if it's not rightfully?
It's not law really, it's actually rules.
Okay, so they are not.
And the rules is only there to benefit the corporation, which is the government.
Oh, so the government is a corporation.
All governments are corporation.
And a
And leaded
corporation.
by the one set who govern the whole corporation, who govern the banking system, who govern everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
they all one set.
so the government is like just like a little shop business, and they expand.
Probably started.
Yeah, like a little
Yeah,
corner
look at
shop.
it like that. But the thing is that they start off in a way because we had our system before the Western system.
Yeah, and that is the Maroon.
You
have a
Maroon is our identity.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But it would yet still be something to actually discuss and argue about, because a lot of people is so embedded in what they have learned from the Western world. It's hard for them to let it go.
Okay.
And they will define what they believe is the truth.
Okay. So Maroon is a set of people then. It's
Maroon
like a tribe.
Maroon is us, man. Maroon is our identity. Maroon, Moors. You know what I say? It's all us. It's our identity.
So when they say black now, when they call people black out there, what that represent? It not represent no one, or what really?
Black cannot be a nation. That's why you say that there's no repatriation.
Okay, so that's why you don't see people getting back money, because they're styling themselves as black, yeah?
Right. Black mean that you don't exist. Mean that you don't have any substance. That's why they think they could do anything, because if you're black, that means you're a product of the corporation. Because the corporation name their products black.
Okay. Yeah, that's good for know, you know. So
a lot of people would beg to differ. A lot of people would defend the word black. A lot of people would even die for the word black. Yeah.
And so they call white, because they call white people. But I wonder, there is no.
It's a psychological damage, yeah. Everything black, like black cat crosses, black sheep of the family, blacklist. Anything black is negative. So they psychologically embedded all these negative things to refer to black. When we say white is purity.
Yeah, yeah.
White dove, humble.
Yeah.
White, beautiful. So
Yeah,
then they
yeah.
go ahead and call themselves white.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or call
That,
certain type of people white who they want us to look up to.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we look down on ourselves and look up to someone else. The other day, a couple of years now. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I watched this documentary when I was in America. They went to a school and was like something like around the third grade or the first grade or something like that.
Yeah.
And they had what they call a black doll and a white doll.
Yeah, yeah.
And they give it to the students. And they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
documenting the students' reaction when they asked them which one of the doll they think is more beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
And 98% of the students went to the white doll.
Yeah.
Ask them why. Some of them can't even tell you because it's psychologically embedded. You
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
the television, these are reprogramming device, and they help with such thing. You know? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so the TV have a lot to do with the population same way.
But the TV is what raised the population. Everybody don't realize that living TV life. No? They've been living a TV life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you can remember back in the early 90s,
yeah,
and look at the people now who's living in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Because they were the kids back in the 90s. They were the children, I would say, because kids are good. They
Yeah.
were the children back in the 90s. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now they're the grown folks. And I realized that they're acting like the TV back then, how the TV programmed them to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah? The TV tell them, give them a character to say what a black woman, how a black woman's supposed to act, how a black man's supposed to act. The difference between a black man and a white woman, how a white woman's supposed to act and how a white man's supposed to act, and how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and people do follow it. It's actually, these things are reprogramming device. Remember, I said it before. I said the eyes and the ears is the inlet for the mind. So whatever the eyes see and the mind hear, it's stored in the subconsciousness, and automatically you play it out without even knowing that you do.
Yeah. So with the school thing, yeah, what you think about the school, the education system with the school?
It's all reprogramming device. It's all reprogramming institution, I would say, not device, but institution.
Or enslavement. Yeah.
You can call it so, but you know, it's modern days type of thing.
Yeah.
It's when people say slave, people think that it's shackles and chain and stuff like that, because that's what they refer to as slavery, shackles and chain, and you know what I'm saying, and working without getting paid and stuff like that. But it's with a different type of slavery, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
In a slavery where, like for instance, let me show you how silly it is.
Yeah.
Majority of females who came from the West Indies, came from the Caribbean, when they come to England, they go into the healthcare sector.
Yeah.
Most of them probably jump into care. Some take it further to go doing nursing. Yeah. They go to university and they study nursing. Probably most of them have a what you call that? We call that loan, student loan. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. But after finishing their study and graduating, they get a pin.
Yeah.
A number, which they call a pin. And that pin actually represent them as a nurse.
Okay.
So if they, for instance, do something like I heard before, one of them was complaining that I think her car must have crashed and something like that. She was like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my pin. And if I lose my pin, I can't practice nursing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to her, that's the first time I kind of found out about it. And I said, what do you mean if you lose your pin, you can't practice nursing? She said, yes. and I start to investigate and realize that they get a pin that the government hold. And if the government think that they're not worthy for that pin, even though they go to school and do all that studying, even though they have a student loan and they have to pay back,
yeah,
the government still have that pin. And if they lose that pin, they can't, the career is gone. So really and truly, is it worth going through all of this just to get a pin and then the government could take it away to say, oh, you're no longer a nurse?
Yeah. And although you have your qualification, same way.
Yeah, they'll stop you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that to me is just control.
Yeah.
It's all control.
It's just like the Mason them, huh?
Right. So we grow our children and we send them to school and we tell them to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, you know. Learn how to do the basic, learn how to do research, learn a skill. Because I always think that learning a skill, a trade. Yeah, I don't have anything against that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Chief.
Send you to school, college, university. Most of our children go there to come back out and work for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
The ones who go there to be entrepreneurs and business management and stuff like that, I give them props. Yeah. But going to school to say, look, you're gonna turn this, you're gonna do that, and come back out and work with somebody, I think it's just it's an entrapment.
Entrapment, yeah. Yeah.
But more overall, the more seriousness really what we have to think about. You see, everybody's getting through.
Yeah.
Every nation is getting through. Our nation ain't going nowhere because we have nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what we really should talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even when them get them degree and them get them masters and get all of this, they must still have nothing.
Not true. Yeah. All of them 5-year training, 6-7-year training, they still don't have nothing. Yeah.
Right. And we need to find out why is that. Why other nations and other race probably doing the same thing and getting through, and they look at their community big, they're building. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have a community. We don't have nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Because in Africa, if you look into it same way, it's like you don't really hear about like people leaving from the Western world saying, oh yeah, I'm going to Africa, like how they say they are going to Europe or they are going to America, you know what I mean? You know, see, because when you see people, in my view, say they might go to Africa, it's like they might go back to the motherland, you know? And going back to the motherland, sometimes it's like the Western world mash up the in Africa so much. Even if you go there, it's gonna take real power and unity, you know, for turn over the soil, you know, to for us to really make Africa the world what it should be, you know, because Africa can, in my view on how Africa stay, I see Africa can feed the world, not fighting over things. You know what I mean? Yeah, so.
Brother, Africa have enough resources to feed itself, and Africa been feeding the world.
Yeah.
It's just that Africa has not been recognized for its resources. You understand? Yeah. Africa been feeding the world because most of the resources is from Africa. But the African resource is not using to benefit Africans or Maroons, I would say.
Yeah.
It's using to benefit other nation.
Yeah.
So other nation build themselves off off the resources of Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the only reason why you see stuff like that can happen is because the culture that we lose for ourselves, we lost our culture, we lost the knowledge of self and what is important to us as a nation. The reason why people are running to go to Europe and America, because Europe and America actually market themselves to people. They sell themselves to people. They use the television or whatever media platform to sell themselves. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So people can come there and work and build their system.
Yeah.
Because majority of the people in Europe and America, it's people from overseas build that system. It's people go over there and work hard to build their system.
Yeah. And because of the teaching or the things them and see on the TV, and next them say them are go there for opportunity. That time opportunity is anywhere you're born.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It is.
family. Yeah, family. So a Chief Courtney from the Chief Courtney from the Sovereignty International is on the live. You know, him have him own business for gathering us together under one umbrella so we can build together. And if you want him contact number is right there. Wait,
Brother,
yeah. Huh?
listen.
Yeah.
People have to know, say, Maroon Sovereign International is actually an organization. Yeah?
Yeah.
Not for anybody to say, look, they might look a bagwagon to jump on or something like that, but it's actually a building community.
Yeah.
The same lessons what Marcus Garvey was teaching us to stand independent and build our own system where we can be economically stable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where we can handle our own resources and we don't have to lean on the Western world for anything.
Yeah.
We building our community as a platform where we could leave legacy for the third generation to come. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what we do, we utilize our sovereignty. That means we claim back our natural identity. We're not a dead entity who govern under any legal fiction. We are living beings who came from the Almighty, from the Creator.
Yeah.
And we're beings that we're sovereign to our land that we came on.
Yeah.
So we're reclaiming back that. Yeah. Also
100%.
building our own community, our own system.
Yeah.
You see me I'm saying? That is not a fake system, it's actually a real system.
Yeah.
The system that we had before the Western world invaded our system.
Yeah.
And that's what that one.
Yeah, because
And more. I can't talk everything because not everything good for eat, good for talk. And I can't sit up on the live and talk about all our plans and all of that because you don't know who's listening.
Yeah, family. So as you know, on the internet you can't really talk everything and all of them thing the family. But we have to know say it's like we are great people and we are wise people and the earth provide everything for us and mankind them separate us and some of us maybe be Christian, some of us maybe be Muslim, and we think that that is different, but it's the same thing we're praying to. So if I say I pray to the sun or I pray to the moon and you say, oh, you pray to God and whatever, it's God same way we're praying to. So in a day, we all have to come together, you know what I mean? And Chief Courtney is here, and Chief Courtney is a spiritual, physical man of righteousness, you know, and in come out now for call up on the brothers and sister, and I don't want to waste his time, waste your time, or waste my time. And every day we're doing this thing, you know what I mean? Want like today we can share some information. Tomorrow we can do some farming, or we can do some movements, you know what I mean? So yeah, Chief Courtney, I love always give you the highest and the brightest love to everything what you do, you know, because everything from I met you, everything what you say and what you do, I know say the God is like and bless you, bless everything of you, your eyes, your ears, the words will come out of your mouth, same way your mind, so you can see the right things and all these things, you know what I mean? So I always give thanks. So with the like the hospital thing, yeah, like the hospital system, what you think about that? Because I did see a video where someone have like take like break a tablet, and when they break the tablet, some metal thing is in the tablet. So more, if you can give me an update about the hospital system, you know, because you know I know about a bit about African herbal, you know. Yeah.
Well, my brother, first we have to look at the circumstances we're in. We have to look at what we call country. If it's a country or is it a company?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
yeah,
look at England, you look at America, you look at just even around the world, you know what I'm saying?
yes.
It's not there. We're not living in a country, we're living in actually a company.
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
everything in that company connects. So you're talking about the medical system, you talk about the healthcare system, I should say. You talk about the even the justice system, you know what I'm saying? The pharmaceutical, the everything is connected. Everything is actually, it's all business.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hospital, it's a lab.
Yeah, yeah.
Pharmaceutical, and I know they probably hear this and they vex, but it's the truth. Pharmaceutical is a business that don't cure anything.
Yeah, yeah. That's true, because you never see someone say they go to the pharmacy and say, "Oh yeah, I am cure," you know.
Because it's not, it wasn't designed to cure anything. If they cure, if because remember, these people who own the business, the company,
Yeah,
they only look at figures. They only look at dollars and figures, how much money coming in, the numbers that's rolling in.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's so bad till them use the what them call that when they plane, when them call it again.
Um.
But the chemtrail.
Oh yeah, yeah. Chemtrail. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
They use the spray, them spray us with all sort of things. Call it hay fever and all this nonsense. Then hay fever tablets in the pharmacy start to sell now and make a whole heap of money. And then you know them on the stock market, them knows a certain time come in, hay fever I got turn up. So you know me as a man start invest more in certain tablets and stuff. It's all a business, brother.
Okay.
Everything
So
is business.
yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
yeah,
So
and
so if they cure you, the business
yeah,
not gonna last. So
yeah.
them happy, so them a treat you. But when them a give you something, cause all tablets is made up of side effects. They're toxic
Okay.
and they're side effects. And as you can see what the brother saw, you see, you can see iron in it. That's why the man that they pick it up. Because whatever metal or whatever inside of it, the magnet pick up with that video was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you have to look upon it. These are all toxic medication with side effects, even the painkiller.
Yeah.
You know how much different side effects that painkiller have? And probably one of the side effects is actually numb pain. And I try to boost that up. But what happened to the rest of the side effects then?
Yeah.
You probably don't experience it now, but later down the line, 10 years ago, 10 years from now, 10 years from now, you find yourself with a new type of sickness and you wonder where it come from.
Yeah.
I saw them operate. Them say them treat something and them leave you with something so you can always come back. It's a business.
Yeah.
Just like the justice system. Look upon it, the correctional officers, the lawyers, the judge, all these things, all these positions, these titles are a big paid job.
Yeah.
But if you don't have criminals, how are they going to survive?
That's true.
How are they going to get paid?
Yeah. And
uneducated. They don't want their children to be criminal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they target the ones them who they think is minority or less fortunate. And the school system itself, isolation, detention, and all these things in school is actually prison talk.
Why got prison?
A prison word, prison talk, isolation, detention, and all these things in the school system growing up. You know what I say?
Yeah. And seeing
they're actually grooming some of the kids them for prison.
That's true. I never look on it like that, yeah. But
in a prison, they get isolation and detention.
Me hear about it. Know about it. Yeah, but we know about the school bit, you know. We go through the school bit.
Psychology, brother. But end of the day, because look now, you have a child, probably come from the Caribbean, where him generally more high, because him used to outdoor, him used to the sun out, him used to burn energy.
Yeah.
Coming to the school system now, I'm trying to settle down and find it hard for cope for 15 because the school system want to pick them dumb and sit in the class and sit so.
Yeah, and have all of the knowledge.
Them used to, you know, first thing I'm gonna start say, him have ADHD. So them have ADHD, they want to fill them up with tablets. So when them give him the poison and really start making chemical and balance now, and really not things straight now, and him try fight it, you may say, and then puff walk him and go so explode, him man roll it, put him in a detention.
Yeah.
Put him in a detention and really learn nothing. So him come back to school, come back to class the next day, and miss what him learned yesterday. So him can't keep up now, him frustrated again.
Yeah.
Boom, another detention.
Yeah.
He come back and start get frustrated again. Wait, isolation because him and somebody kick off because they got something wrong to him and him having more issues. Him take it out on them.
Yeah. Not true.
It's a psychological game, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it have to happen because without criminals, the justice system won't exist. But they don't want to turn for them children in criminals.
Yeah, rich people, like, what they call it, Bill Gates and the whole of them.
Them and the one them are underneath them. And them call, because you see them broke up things in a class. You know? I remember one time we used to have upper class, middle class, and lower class. You know what I'm saying? Them even cut out the middle class right now.
Yeah.
and put minorities and stuff like that. But it's the system. The system that don't design for everyone to be successful.
Yeah.
It's not designed for that. It really designed for a lot of us to fail. And it also them take a few. I don't want them to really make no sense. Because them can't control them and have them like a puppet on a string and give them money and then put them on TV, make them feel like say, hey, this is what you're supposed to be. And this expectation is there, so fight and strive to reach it. But you can't reach it because even when you work hard to reach a certain level, them give the money in one and then take it out back in the other.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Especially England.
Yeah. And one time it's like I was like talking, yeah, and talking to a family. It's like I was talking, say the system, and maybe me and you did that talk same way. And we had said the system was made for us or for everyone to fail, you know, because even the rich, yeah, the rich can rich today and poor tomorrow. So the same thing you did a talk about, say, then give you the money in one hand and then take it out in the next. You see?
You see, my definition of being rich and wealthy is actually having good health. Because health is wealth.
Yeah, yeah.
But the system definition of being rich is having one bag of money. What them cut, like for instance, look what is money? Money is
Yeah.
just access to what you want. Where the money come from? The living tree that have a soul, the tree that have an energy that the Almighty make when no man can make, but the Almighty make it. Them
Yeah.
kill the tree, chop it down, turn it in paper, put ink on it, and then give it to us and say it worth more than our life. And we believe it.
True, true.
And we will kill our brothers because of it.
Yeah, leave.
Right now, the way our people look at money as something that is important, is so important towards their existence. If a man hungry and you look at a man and say a plate of food here or say £100, which one you want? You may rather take the £100, left the plate of food and still go buy food with £100.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But him have to take the money because the money is what the money is the main focus.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I say? Because them exploit it, them market it so much to us.
Yeah.
You know what I say?
Yeah.
So really and truly, brother, it's all boiled down back to self.
Yeah.
Me and you can't force nobody if you don't, you know.
Yeah.
All we can do is talk and hope that people expand the mind, the thought process. Let them for them processes start work. Because some process are lack of.
Yeah, like when we say CMA, sometimes it's like basic things. If you ask someone, "Oh, big is the mind," at times it's like them can't really tell you that, and sometimes me do it for test sake, and none of them feel say the mind is in like the bigness of the mind is inside the brain, you know. But me tell them say your brain is big like the universe. It can hold what's on the computer plus like it can hold like 2 3 computer in it, you know what I mean? Because you go
But the computer was actually made up of the brain. You know what I say? That's why every computer have to have a brain. You know what I say? It have to have a processor. It was made, we are the natural processor, we are the natural computers. So the other computers actually is the synthetic form of what we are.
Yeah, yeah.
When you look at someone now, you ask someone who's probably not open and not answer the frequency.
Yeah.
What is the most powerful source on earth? Or powerful source in this realm?
Yeah.
They'll tell us money.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell us money.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true.
But the most powerful source here is actually the mind.
Yeah.
Because everything that is in existence exists in the mind before it came into existence. So that means the mind is creative. The mind is what creates.
Yeah, because mind then take out make money.
Right. And even a computer where you're talking about, it's the mind make it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The mind make a synthetic version of itself.
Yeah. And they make a prison out of the mind same way for in prison us same way. So even if you're talking the truth and the real, sometimes it take like more than that for family wake up. But you know, once it's like yeah, press the truth, no matter where them go, them have to come back to us, you know.
It's like smoking. If someone addicted to smoking, no matter what you do, you can't stop them from smoking.
Yeah.
And them themselves have a no say and make the decision that they need to stop. So it's all about what you're talking about, the awakening and stuff. Because you see, a lot of people use consciousness or now as a trend. You'll find a girl or you find a man that tell you, say, yo, I'm conscious, I'm awakened. If you're awakened and you're conscious, you don't tell people say you're conscious, you don't tell people you're awakened. By you speak on the conversation and the level of frequency that you're on, and the vibration rising while you speak, it would show that you're not on the same wavelength of chaos. Because small frequency thinking is chaos.
Yeah. That's
higher level and go to a higher level. That's godlike thinking. That's where you take yourself out of the matrix and see beyond the trickery, see all them nonsense who are going.
Yeah. Because when them reach
you can't even have a conversation with certain people on certain levels of frequency because it would sound like you're speaking a different language. And they will look at you and say, you mad.
Yeah. And what happened to when once it's like you're up on them frequency there or you're up to your higher self, it's like you can tune into one and hear their inner thinking same way. Just like how you hear the animal inner thinking, just like how you can hear the tree inner thinking, the sun inner thinking, the water inner thinking. You know,
because because all these things are living beings that vibrate in energy. So once you can tap it into vibration, it's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple because actually the reason why it's simple because it was supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
The only reason why it's not like that is the interference.
Yeah, like
that we get from birth.
Yeah.
It's the interference where the system don't want us to be on that level. The system wants us to be on a low frequency level so they could dominate us.
Yeah.
And have us doing stuff that they want us to do.
Yeah.
I was thinking that they're superior.
Yeah.
And their system is the only way of living.
Yeah. And I went just a while ago, yeah. It's like I was talking to one of my sisters them, yeah. And when I was talking to her, yeah, she moved a statue, yeah. And one time she moved the statue. She has said the statue must have 3 heads, but it's like it's a Buddha one, yeah. Must a 3 head or 2 head or something like that. I tell her, say, oh, you ever see anything with 2 head is like real? It's always demon thing. So we start worshiping these mannequin and not even know. You know, we come into the world, not even get to find out ourselves, and we just start to take on things. Oh yeah, that name the sun, oh that name the water, oh that name. But what name you? You see? And you see from birth, like what you say, Chief Courtney, is like me go play a little clip and show a family say the government system did that try to control us from the beginning. Yeah.
No, but they have they tag us from the beginning.
Yeah.
They put mercury and aluminum in our system to shut down our pineal glands, so we don't connect to the actual universe where we come from. You know what I'm saying? That they feed us some brainwash stories and some liar stories that we come from slavery or we come from monkey.
Yeah.
All sort of things. But hear me, brother, before you do that. Remember the great saying of my where I would have said, Bob Marley said to emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
Yeah.
None of ourselves can free our mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, don't you fear for atomic energy because none of them can stop the time.
Yeah.
So, in a sense, are we alone can take ourselves out of that slavery?
Yeah.
You see, a lot of people sit down and they it's like them stop think, them stop process things, and them stop question things.
Yeah.
And I realize that a lot of them, if they don't see it on the television or they don't read it in the book, it don't exist. And that's where they're going wrong. That's where they're going wrong, brother.
Because they are a book.
Who put it on the television? Who owned the television? Who published the book? When you read a book, whose eyes are you reading from? The one who wrote it and the publisher who tamper with it.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel them eyes you read from.
Yeah. And for them mind, yeah, read from same way.
Listen, people need to connect to the universe because books supposed to still alright.
Yeah.
People need to connect to themselves and find them higher self and connect to the universe and ask questions and then get information. Because sometimes you say people come amongst you and all a reason and all a way a reason. And say, yo, so how you get that? How you know that? Where me can find that? Can I find that in a book? And now I tell them, say, tap in and you will get the answer. And them look at me like, you talk about if that in a book, how you know?
Yeah. Not true, not true.
Or you know, say the wind a blow outside. You can't see the you know, say it a blow.
And no matter how much time they write, they say, oh, the wind in a book is like they can't see the wind in the book same way. And them see the word.
And a man make earth, and a man make the sea, and a man make the water, but them exist, don't?
Yeah.
So why you only believe in a man-made structure, a man-made things? Why you only believe in a man-made vision when them tell you and then create something on TV and tell you and program it and tell you, or then write in a little book and tell you, but everything out there so we are show you a man can't make you believe in it.
Yeah. Not true, not true.
Are the people them keep themselves in a slavery, brother? Because at the end of the day, them only up on the surface and them don't like to go deep. When they go deep, them call it conspiracy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When they come to themselves.
Listen, the way all things is at the moment, because the system are crashing.
Yeah.
System are go down and it are crash.
I want it to go down same way.
Well, no, it a go down, and regardless how even we can, even if we really want help it, we can't help it, because they say lie cannot last forever. Lie have no substance. Only truth will last forever, and the truth gonna always come back on the surface.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand me? I say?
Yeah.
It only will look sad if we as a nation, because right now we as a nation is the lowest on the food chain.
Yeah.
It's the lowest on the food chain. The reason why we're the lowest on the food chain because we lack of unity amongst self. We full of too much ego and criticism amongst self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it look ridiculous if this system crash and we allow the demon them to make another system to enslave us. Yeah. And we now do something for ourselves. Everybody do things to themselves. The Indian them, well, cinema Indian, them do things to themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
The yellow Chinese them, or hybrid them do things to themselves.
Yeah.
Because everywhere you go in the world, them have a Chinatown.
That's true, that's true.
And everywhere you go right now, the Indian them have a mass.
Yeah.
Where we have, as maroon people, or black people, if they want to call it so. Yeah. What we have. Why should them start showing more shows on the television, show more on the television and put it in the movies and stuff? You feel like all is well? Movie stars are not heroes, they're actors.
Repeat that one there again.
Movie stars are not heroes, they're actors.
Yeah.
So don't expect some movie star I go see you know, from the demonic system we live in.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of people look into movie stars
and entertainers who go up and think them feel like say that's why people run and flop them and rush them and I'm crazy over them. You're not heroes.
Yeah.
The television does trick on the fall for the trick. Kind of come like fish on the bait.
Yeah. Yeah, so right there now, it's like, yeah, say the people them, before them look to life, yeah, them I look to the mannequin, what the TV make.
Yes.
Yeah, and say, oh,
them I look for artificial stuff. Them I look for things where really no matter, that have nothing to do with existence.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable in that regime. Till them start even act like them start act like actors. Them start act like the entertainers.
And they are fake.
Right. So for them life now, the character what them choose become fake and have nothing to do with them upliftment or where them need to go on a conscious level.
Yeah. And what you think about the families them will share like spiritual inspiration and all of them things about yet them not really reach to the level the things them what them share, because the things them what them share is just like the celebrities them share things for them to share things for, but them not come to themselves, you know, because
I tell you, say some of I mean, I'm not disrespect nobody as I say, I look on everyone as high level, but everyone is not on the same frequency of knowledge or thinking or consciousness, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people love celebrity status. A lot of people love, you see, let me say Chief Court not real because Chief Court not come on TV. He not come on the Zoom or the blog all the time, and I promise people say, me I got this or a video myself, I feed the homeless on the street. And all that is not real. That's someone looking celebrity status. If I'm gonna give food to the homeless, why am I videoing it?
Yeah. Acho.
Huh?
Acho.
Why should I put a video on the homeless man? To show the whole world, say, see me look on him face, him homeless. I may feed him.
Yeah.
I'm the good guy. I don't play that game, brother. Real recognize real. Yeah. And if you can't recognize real, that means you're not real.
Acho.
It's not about impressing anyone with what you do. It's about making change.
Yeah.
And whether no one see the change or not, as long as the change take an effect, my duty done, I'm gone.
Yeah. Because really and truly, the earth need a cure, and the
earth need rebalancing. It need for balance.
Yeah.
It's far from balance because too much madness are going.
Yeah.
And madness is now their norm. Insanity is normal for the system.
Yeah.
And being actually spiritual and natural normal is insanity for the system. And because the system governs so many, and so many is running, and they're so loud and making so much noise, it make it look like they are the majority.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people think like me think I even deeper. Yeah. But them not make no nice.
Yeah.
Because it's not about making nice. It's about doing your sole purpose and get out of Dodge. This place is not my place.
Hey, guess what, brother? It's like, you know, say we always look for it, yeah. The people them will know all these things, yeah, or know a lot what's going on, and they are not doing the right thing and all of these things, yeah. When I see people like those, yeah, I just say they are silent mad, because if you know the cure in your head and you are not finding like the families them to share it with, to gather and build with, it's like you have to be a mad person. So look how much people out there who have so much information where will awaken families out there. What you would call these people?
Let me give you an example of what you're saying.
Yeah.
The other day, I think a few months ago, a man come to the office.
Yeah.
And look like somebody sent him to come check me out, because through them not see me. Yeah. I say, go check him out and see what I'm all about. So him come, and right as him come, I kind of sense it because I feel him energy.
Yeah.
Allow him to sit down, him ask questions, I'm going to start answering, I'm going to start elaborate and get into details and information and the reason get, on a level till it starts serve to a higher level. Because me I say, which level I can talk to him on to say, if him can go up on a, you know me I say? So we start from low first, I would start low, and then we go up and go up and go up till it may reach my peak, you know what I'm saying? So if I reach my peak and him pass my peak, that means that, okay, cool, me I learn from you now, come on, I go pass my peak too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Never stop learn. But before we could have reached my peak, me and my boy turned on and said to me, say, Long time I talk about this. I know all of this long time. Everything we are talking about, I know all of that long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, how long? 30 years now, I talk about this. So I say, all right, for the 30 years, you have all these knowledge. What have you done with the knowledge to liberate your people or even yourself? Mm-hmm. Go, huh? So I say, do you know, say, having knowledge like these and not using it, it's like you have a bunch of tools, have a bag of tools where can fix all your house, but you don't fix the house and the house will pop down and break down for you. And you refuse to fix the house, but you tell people, say, you have tools.
Yeah. And what you call people like those?
Egotistic.
Egotistic.
Self-centered.
Okay.
I look celebrity status.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because if you get up and brag about what you know, and what you think that means you want to look down upon somebody to say you know more than them and you're better than them. But you're not better than no one, because none of us are better than none. None of us are better than none.
Yeah. That's true.
Yo, brother.
Uh-huh.
Watch you are moving up. Hold on.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right.
I got a call. I call an overseas call.
All right. Yes, man.
Yeah, what time you done the show?
No, I'm just gonna play in 2 more videos because remember 1 hour I always burn out and it gone hour and 1 minute, you see.
All right, then you hear me answer then.
Yeah.
I come back on the show because I'm not done reasoning, you know.
Yeah.
You hear me answer? Yeah. But we have to start the reasoning from somewhere.
Yeah.
I want the people them know still say, I'm not there for criticize nobody or judge nobody.
Yeah.
I am a solutionist. So at the end of the day, if you have a problem, we have to find a solution.
Yeah.
And it's the like-minded people like ourselves who want to make a change, who want a change and see how necessary the change is. And them people them want to link up.
And we work together. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you believe in a Buddhist. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian. It doesn't matter if you're a Muslim. It no matter. Whether we can break bread together.
Yeah.
As long as we say love, peace, and unity amongst us all. And the platform we are built is not for us. Really. We have to start it because 100 years ago, Marcus Garvey tell us we need to do it. And nobody now do it. Even some people are call Marcus Garvey name and run up and down with him title and now do the teachings or the work where him they cut out for do.
Yeah. So my question.
The amount of groups are out there, the amount of this are out there, it's not an ego thing. I now look someone over no man and them call me chief. Chief is just a title for the responsibility I bear. It don't mean some more than no man. It don't mean some better than no man. I level me look upon people. That means I'm no more than you. And you're no more than me. But we need each other to work together so we can come out of this slum where we're in. The knowledge is there. The resource is there. Everything that they are ready. All we need, the real soldier them who come in and serious. We now talk nobody who come in and look for jump a bag wagon because they need to help themselves.
Yeah, woman and man.
And that's how it go. We don't want an agent. We are going to cause destruction in our thing. We want people who are going to stand at the front and push this thing so this thing will work. So the third generation after we want to go through what we go through, we'll leave legacy for them so them can build upon. It have to start somewhere. Too much talking and no action. Too much chief and no Indian. Too much ego and selfishness in our nation. One of my friends, he married to a Indian girl. And the mother, wants to this come about you cut off. The mother for the Indian girl, yeah? Look upon him and said the way you should look upon black people is like 2 big hole. Big, yeah? And the white people, them big 2. Then put Indian in one, put black people in one. Then put food on top of them. Yeah? And in the Indian hole, them have to crawl to get the food. So what them do, everybody start go down and make each other climb on each other back, climb on back, till one reach up there and pull down the food and the food drop in the hole and the wall them sit down and eat together. Yeah?
Yeah.
When them look over the whole of the black people them there, are beer blood. Because man a fight to kill themselves, no man reach up there, man a climb to go up, man a pull him back down, no man can't stop on the man back, a man move and make him drop and bust up him head.
Yeah.
And as devastated it might sound sick, but that's true. That's how we live. That's how we live. When a one is out there for front line to say, make we go up and face this and take it on and build back a nation and balance back a thing. Instead of you push that one, you tear him down. Or you tear her down. Because you probably say you want to be the one to be at the front. But yet still when you tear that person down, you now go at the front. You gotta kick back and not want to do nothing. And you want people bow down on your foot and praise you. Lego ego. Control emotions. Make the world we come together and work as a team. Or we are gonna go instinct like the dinosaur with them. We are gonna dead out.
Hot. Yeah, man, for real, man.
Peace and love, yeah?
Yeah, every time, man.
All right.
Man, I love the fire, you see? And,
Yeah,
you
man.
know, that are the most high fire. I talk to you, to me, to us, you know what I mean, family. And remember, the universe always, you know, choose is righteous to teach us and guide us and bring us together, you know. And everything what Chief Courtney talk about is about unity, you see. And them say it take a warrior to see a warrior, it take a chief to see a chief, it take a God to see a God. And we all are spirit, and them say God is spirit. So don't lose yourself. Don't make Chief Courtney waste his time. Don't waste your time in the earth when the earth is so beautiful and we all can inherit it together. You know what I mean? Not about rich and poor. No, we're not rich and no poor. All of we are going at the same hole. You know what I mean, family? And I give Chief Courtney the highest, you know, and the brightest love. And you know, so that is the sun, you know what I mean? And when the sun shine, it shine upon everything. So when me say me give Chief Courtney that love, family, a full time now with a pull together, you know? Yeah, man, for real. So enough love on our Chief Courtney, you know what I mean? And I love
always, brother. Maximum love and respect, yeah? Always. Yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
remember,
man.
we are one, you know.
100%.
And just like how the waves can't separate from the ocean, we can't separate from ourselves, you know. We just have to bond with self so we can flow in the right direction. And though some flow goes on, some flow goes on, we are fighting the flow, so confusion and go there.
Yeah.
We can flow in the right direction, the direction where I got benefit the generation will come. Not even self. So instead of we look upon a man and say, oh, what can you do for we? Better we look upon a man and say, what can I do for you? And if we start that in our community will be better. Peace and love, my brother. Guidance and protection, yeah? All times, yeah?
Yes,
and all of my people out there who are watch, as I say, and I judge me, I judge you. You understand? If you feel offended, don't feel offended. Let the truth be heard. You understand? We need to organize and centralize ourselves. It look bad. Yeah? Peace and love.
Every time. Yeah. Yes, family. So that is Chief Courtney from the Maroon'S Sovereignty group, you know what I mean? Say group, he have your own company doing his own thing, and he's about helping his brothers and helping his sister, you know what I mean, family. And we have to wake up and we have to shake up, you know what I mean? Because even most time Chief Courtney will wake me up same way, you know what I mean? Sometimes it go vice versa, you know what I mean, family? Because the universe can use me and teach him, and the universe can use him and teach me, just like you see him way. But we don't want you to be a sofa on the screen. You know what I mean? Why if you come in and join us, share some information same way. You know what I mean, family? All right, so I got a good video what I do want to share, and this is what they didn't teach us when we're growing up, and make I play this video, yeah.
You don't have to believe it, but they steal your soul from you right at birth. It's specifically your soul because you gave up the land. Now you pay for water. So you don't have to like it. You don't have to believe it, but they steal your soul from you right at birth. It's specifically your soul because you gave up the land. Now you pay for water on the water world. You know, you pay for rent and everything. Everything's supposed to be free. This is your inheritance. This land, you're birthed into this world. It was stolen from you. You are now sold on the stock exchange as cattle. They place you down as male or female. That only pertains to cattle. Look it up. The papal bulls state that you are owned as a slave. So you had 45 days to pick this up, the birth certificate from the hospital, and you didn't pick it up. So what happened is they sent this off to the vital statistics office, and they placed you down as a stillborn, a dead on arrival, and you forfeited your own child. It's true. Look it up.
Your body is considered a maritime admiralty product. Your mother delivered you. This is why if you go to Sears and buy a refrigerator, they will ship it to you. They will deliver it. And that's why you were in your delivery room. Your mother was delivering a product. Maritime admiralty. You came down your mother's birth canal. And once you, and as you're taking one of the televisions or the cars off the ship and it falls down and breaks, that's all right. Sometimes they're stillborn, so consequently you've lost money on that one. Therefore you have to have a death certificate, and it's always signed by the doc. The doc has to sign your birth certificate and your death certificate. All of these words and terms are maritime admiralty banking words. In 1868, there was a corporation founded. Anyone can incorporate a company. Well, in 1868, there was a company incorporated. And in that particular company, the founders of that company called it, they referred to it as the United States Corporation. And they stipulated that anybody who would be a member of that corporation or work for that corporation would be called not an employee, but a citizen. Think about this. When cowboys in Indian movies, when the cowboys would ride into town, they'd get off the horse, they were wearing guns. How come they could walk into a bar carrying guns? And if two guys got in an argument, they could go out on the street and draw on each other in front of the sheriff's office, and the sheriff would do nothing. How come? How come that men could go out in the street and shoot each other and had nothing be done about it? The reason why is because before 1868, all Americans were considered sovereigns.
Yes, family. So that one, I'm going to share it to the family circle group. I'm going to share it to Chief Courtney group. You see, I'm say family, and we have to know these things, but don't full up your brain of all of these knowledge. You understand me? Yeah. If you have knowledge in your head, use it. You know what I mean? The sun have power, it use it. The water have power, it use it. The soil have power, it use it. You know what I mean? The animal them have power, use it. You have power, use it. Don't keep these knowledge in your head, family. You know what I mean? Use the power in your head, family. You know what I mean? Use the knowledge. Don't sit down on the knowledge, family. You see what I say, family? Yeah, man, for real, man. So be careful what you put inside of you now. Yeah, this video, what I am going to play, you know what I mean, family? Family, eat things from the land. Don't eat things from the shop. Make we work together. You know what I mean? Like what Chief Corner say, people have knowledge in them head and not using it. So that means that they are what? Ignorant. You say, me, I say, family, because sooner or later you say the government corrupt. They must say, no. It's people corrupt. You understand me, family? Yeah. So them have them ammunition for just put by you. So make we build together, make we grow together, make we understand, say we are one spiritual family in the earth. You know what I mean? Because you have a spirit in your body, me have a spirit in my body. You have a, just like everything when you see on the screen, you is everything same way. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm gonna play this one and I'm gonna show you about things. Be careful of things we put in our body, yeah?
Okay, we're going to do the magnetic challenge on some medication from the United Kingdom. This was prescribed in August of 2021. Fluoxacillin, a classic antibiotic. I'm sure many of you have probably had that if you're in the UK at some point in your life. It was prescribed for a respiratory disorder, whatever that may be. But what we're looking at is whether this stuff's magnetic or not. It appears a lot of our medication, food, and indeed even water can be. So let's have a look and see what we've got going on with this. Let's unbox it. 500 milligram tablets, still encased, as you can see, some that weren't taken. Okay, there we have it. Get that out of the way. Pop it down. One magnet, as you can see. Okay. I think that's fairly definitive. So what we want to know now, is it the medicine inside? Is it the capsule? What's creating the magnetism? Let's chop this up. Oh, off we go. Everywhere. Sorry about that. Clumsy hands. Okay. And what we're going to do is pop this capsule into some hot water. And we're going to leave it for 5 minutes to dissolve. You can see it in there right now. And we'll let that do its business. Nothing on the powder. Nothing on that bit. Let's have a look and see how our friend gets on in 5 minutes with the black coating on there. We'll cut and we'll come back. Fluoxacillin. After 5 minutes with the ingredients dissolved, let's see how our friend graphene oxide is coming along. Let's time to apply the magnet. Oh, look at that. Leading it away there with the magnet. Good old graphene oxide. Let's see how we can manipulate it. Imagine you had a 5G electromagnetic pulse, which you could manipulate this with for sake. I wonder if it's possible. Well, I can certainly manipulate it with this. And you can see, once I remove it, it will fall to pieces. And as we know with graphene oxide, it will indeed reform. And there we go. Just a bit of hot water from a kettle, a magnet. So that's actually the sheathing of that drug, which appears to contain the magnetic material. Check all of your medicines, people. This graphene oxide is...
Yes, family. So, you know, if you see one video, you will say maybe it's real, maybe it's not real, yeah? And when I look, yeah, I meet part 2 of that video. And watch, yeah? Open the eyes, don't be blind. Open the mind, know what to think. Open the mouth. Family we live in amongst demon families, you know what I mean? Open the eyes, yeah?
Fluoxacillin that's been prescribed here by a GP in the UK. It was prescribed on the 25th of October 2021. This is what the tablet looks like. Put the capsule down there. This is a magnet. Let's empty the drug out. This is just the capsule. I'm putting this bit into this glass and adding some hot water. So after 5 minutes, the gelatin has dissolved, as it would have done in your stomach. And now, what is in this capsule that is magnetic, that I can bring all these particles around and around and up.
Yes, family. So according to our things, stay family. We have to work together because family demon they in everything. Them in the school, them in the water, them in the hospital, them on the TV, them in everything. Talk one something what demon are in on today. So the only way us demon not in, and if they're in us, is like we can fight the fight in it. Yeah, I know. So yo, hear me. My thinking is better than the system thinking because I'm not a system. So fight the fight, family. You know what I mean? Upright and upright. Open the eyes, don't be blind. Open the mind, know what to think. Open the mouth, know what to say. All right, I love you, yeah, family. Yeah, man, for real, man. And we have to pull together, you know. All right, so you know, love goes out to all of the Maroons and myself is one in it. Yeah, man. So yeah, my family, upright and upright. Yeah, yeah, man. Love your family. Have a upliftment afternoon, yeah? I'm Shania.